Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'll show you my investment portfolio. As you can see, it's sitting around 57,300. The last time that I showed you it was 56,000. That was a week ago, so it's a week of gains of 1,300. So now I'll show you my stocks so you can see what I'm investing right now. I made some sales. I bought some stocks to add it to my investments, so you will see it. Especially since this is a correction market, I think so far. I'm not sure it's a bear market. Lately has been going down, but the last Friday it went up a lot. So that's something that is kind of inconsistent in the stock market. So we'll see. So let's start by showing you my stocks. So I'm gonna scroll down. And as you can see right now is most of my investments go into Coinbase stock, which is about 9%. It used to be 8% the last week. It's not that I added more, it's just that the stock has been going up a lot and also at the same time increases how much I have on my investments. Then I have ASML. I have ASML that is about 4% of my investments. I have Tesla, it's 3.72, which has pretty good gains. I used to have more, used to be in the 100 gains, but I told you before in the last video that what I usually do is just, if I see there is going to be a correction, I sell probably 30% or 50% of my stocks just to get it in a cheaper price, and that's what I did. But I used to have a lot, so that's why, since I'm sold some of my stocks in a higher price, I think I sell it on the 460. Uh, then I keep those gains and I bought it more on the 400s and 410. Then have Mercado Libre is pretty much an Argentinian company that do the same, almost the same as Amazon. It's a South America. They have business in South America. Then I have Adobe. It's not doing good so far. It's around 3% of my portfolio, of my investments. Uh, I have high expectations for this stock in the long term because they are investing also in artificial intelligence. But since they are some companies also that are doing the same thing, they have competition, so that's why it's not doing so good so far. But for the long term, I'm gonna keep it. And those about 3% pretty much are for the long term. Although Coinbase, since they have exposure in, well, since their business is based on crypto, I'm pretty sure that it's gonna keep going up. My estimate probably is June. It can keep going up until the end of the year, but June is my safe month. So I'm gonna keep it until June and I will start selling some of them because the crypto market also has a bear market. So I just wanna sell it at high good price. That's why probably this is not gonna be for a long term. It's mostly just for the cycle. Then I have stocks like MU, TSN is a semiconductor, uh, real estate stock also, Nvidia. Nvidia is almost 2%. I'm thinking about adding more, but I need to see how it goes since I need to take a look more on the stock market. I have Uber, also one of those stocks that I want to keep adding since they are getting good partnerships. I think it's with Tesla for the robotaxi. So I see a good future for this stock. And I got a good price, and that's why it's going up. Then I have BLDR, also a great stock that I get at a cheap price. That's why you can see it's 11%. I got it at one of the cheaper prices that I could see because I wanted to buy it for many months ago, but it was too expensive. So I was waiting for the moment that it goes down, and this correction market came at the right moment just to get it really cheap. Then I have NU, Mara also, uh, their businesses focuses on crypto. It's only 1.6%. So between these two is about 10% or more than 10% probably. Yes, more than 10%. Then I have Microsoft, 1.5%. Then I have an energy stock company. I used to have a lot of this stock. It was used to be about probably 8% of my portfolio months ago. But now I have it in. I sold some of them because the stock market also has a corrections, and it used to be like in the 60% gains. Now it has less, but I sell it in a good price, one of the high prices. And I've been thinking about buying it when it was low, but this is the moment when I'm thinking more in those stocks that has more potential to go up. So that's why I didn't add it more. Then I have Cloud. This is another semiconductor stock that I have high expectations. So far, not going so good, but that's why it's just 1%. Those that has less than 1% is pretty much stocks that I'm swing trading most of the time. Right now, I have also Chipotle. I have Grab. Grab is pretty much as Uber, but it's in Asia. So that's why, since Uber is pretty much doing great, I have high expectations also for Grab. Uh, it's just a company that's starting, not like Uber that has too many years. Then I have OPTT, which is really amazing. It's 164% up. Used to have, I think, probably 600 to 800 stocks, double of this, but I sell half of them because, as I said, this is swing trading. So if I see that it's going up, then at some point it's gonna go down probably. So that's why I wanted to take some profits just to make sure that I have enough gains. But it seems that it's gonna keep going up. I'm doing more analysis of what is the forecast for this stock. AMPX and KOPN, and then I have Apple, which is 0.4%. Although this is one of the more safest stocks for the long term, I should have more exposure, more investments on this one, but I just started adding. So I added in a good price. That's why I had 20% gains. And I'm thinking about when I see if the stock market makes a correction or a bear market, I will keep adding more. If not, it doesn't really matter because whenever you buy Apple, in the long term, it's gonna go up. So it's a safe stock. Then I'm gonna show you my ETFs and other type of stocks. BixY, it's 15% of my investments. And I explained you the last video that usually this stock or this ETF, what it does is that if the stock market goes up, this goes down, and if the stock market goes down, this goes up. And say I expected to have a correction market, and pretty much it's gonna go down. Then I thought, okay, this is gonna go up, and it went up. It went up during the correction, uh, but I'm gonna just keep it still because I'm not sure if the correction market ended. It might happen something different in the following weeks, so I'm gonna just keep it. I already have an I put a limit of what time it's gonna be sell. So I put on a stock price. So if it goes below, I think it's $40, then it's gonna sell everything. But I just get this ETF to offset any correction on the stock market. Then I have exposure to Bitcoin ETF again. So it's 10% of my portfolio. You can see that it's a 20% gain, which is a lot. almost 1,000 as you can see here in gain. So I expect crypto keeps going up. So that's why between this 10% and the other 10% in stocks, it's about 20% exposure to Bitcoin. But I have high expectation for crypto during the following months. I have TLT, so treasury bond is around 6%. Not doing so good so far, but this is one of the safest ETFs that I have for the long term, especially if any recession happens. Then I have an ETF from Coinbase, and I'm just having this exposure to this ETF because of the high dividends. You can see that it's almost 80% of dividends. All the dividends that I had it for a long time because I have these ETFs for months. I've been collecting a lot of dividends, and that offset all the losses that I have here. So I'm gonna still keep it, especially since I told you that I'm gonna see that the crypto is gonna keep going up probably until June or even more. And then I have my cash, which is sitting around almost 20% because I thinking about adding more stocks, but I need to see good prices to get more of them. And that's pretty much my investment, which is around 57,300, which is 1,300 more in gains since the last video. Now the portfolio performance you can see here, year to date, it has been going up 4.22% since the beginning of this year. 4.22%. Now we compare it the with SPY year to date is around 2.21%. So it's 2% more. So my portfolio, my investments are making better returns than the SPY so far. That's why I'm gonna keep focusing on adding good stocks that has good gains in the following weeks. And I'm so happy so far that I'm doing great. But as I said, I'm gonna keep checking the stock market how it's gonna move in the following days or weeks. You can see that the last candle here on the stock market is green for the last week, but I'm not sure if it's gonna keep going up. It might go sideways, it might go down. I still thinking that it can go down probably until 564. If not, then if it keeps going up, I'm gonna keep adding more. But I'm gonna keep doing analysis. Anything can happen in the stock market. So far, as I said, I'm happy that my investments are doing good. So that's it pretty much for today, guys. So you have any recommendation on stocks or what are your stocks that you are buying or selling, just let me know. And that's it, guys. Thank you so much for joining this video. Bye.